9, 3, 2, 1, power up!
And match 25 is underway. On the Blue Alliance, Eagle Robotics taking control of their switch, other two robots crossing the auto line. Looks like Torbot's aiming for the scale, and they do land a cube for red. They try to place a second. Doesn't quite make it, but still have control of the scale in auto. Meanwhile, their alliance partner 7025 taking control of the red scale. 5124 placed a cube of their own on the scale. Torbot's answering that though. Red has the lead on the scale, but 5124 trying to take that back. Torbot's grabbing those cubes from the switch wall, trying to launch onto the scale. That one bounces off, although red still does have scale control. But 5124 bring it towards neutral. Eagle Robotics finishes the job, taking possession of the scale for blue. But Torbot's answers quickly. Red now has possession, and the scale's going back and forth. Meanwhile, over on blue, 597 is bringing cubes over into the exchange. Their alliance partners 399 are now going to join 5124, placing cubes for blue on the scale. Blue has control for now, red hoping to take it back. Over on red, 966 trying to bring cubes over to the exchange. With a minute 10 left to go in the match, blue has a lead by about 80 points. They've had control of the scale for a while now and hoping to maintain that lead. All the robots are over on the red side of the field right now. Looks like Eagle Robotics trying to get more and more blue cubes piled up on the scale. Meanwhile, Torbot's headed over to the portal trying to get cubes that they can use to take back the lead. 7025 on the Red Alliance, competing with 5124, trying to get control of the red switch. 5966 bringing more cubes into the red exchange. Red plays a levitate power up. Blue has activated levitate as well. And now we have just 30 seconds remaining in the match. Last chance is to place some power cubes. But it looks like on the Blue Alliance, teams are headed straight towards the platform. Eagle Robotics seems to be getting into position to climb. They're trying to reach up, latch on to the rung. Looks like they have it, and they are up in the air. With just 10 seconds left. There's one blue robot climbing, one is parked, and none are on the platform for red. Teams have just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's the end of the match.
Pass that back to the game, your boys. Let's go, lose control. Slip inside on the dance floor. Let's go, lose control. Slip inside on the dance floor. Let's go, lose control. Slip inside on the dance floor. Let's go, lose control. Slip inside on the dance floor.
You used to call me on my. You used to. Yeah. You used to call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. Call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. Hey, I know when that hotline blink, that can only mean one thing. I know when that hotline blink, that can only mean one thing. Ever since I left the city, you got a reputation for yourself now. Everybody knows and I feel left out. Girl, you got me down, you got me stressed out. Cause ever since I left the city, you started wearing less and going out more. Glasses of champagne out on the dance floor. Hanging with some girls I never seen before. You used to call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. Call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. I know when that hotline blink, that can only mean one thing. I know when that hotline blink, that can only mean one thing. Ever since I left the city, you and me, we just don't get along. You make me feel like I did you wrong. Going places where you don't belong. Ever since I left the city, you got exactly what you asked for. Running out of pages in your passport. Hanging with some girls I've never seen before.
A quick note to our attendees. The merchandise table is almost out of small and medium shirts. If you want to pick one of those up for $15, you should do so quickly.
Late night when you need my love. And I know when that hotline bling, that can only mean one thing. I know when that hotline bling, that can only mean one thing. These days, all I do is wonder if you're bending over backwards for someone else. Wonder if you're rolling up a backwards for someone else. Doing things I taught you getting nasty for someone else. You don't need no one else. You don't need nobody else. No.
And our scores are in for match 25. Blue winning with a score of 434 to 227, getting 2 additional ranking points as well. Now, let's hear RSN's take on things.
All right, well, 1197 looking like Steph Curry with the shot out there. However, unable to overcome the Blue Alliance's scoring on the scale.
Yeah, that was a great looking match from the Blue Alliance, all 4 ranking points. Let's take a look at our top 10 and see how those rankings are matching up. We did have some teams in that match that are still looking at top 10 positions. 399 got that 4 ranking points, and that jumped them from 9th up to 6th, so that's good news for them.
Yeah.
It's also interesting to note that they're actually still undefeated, while every other team in our top 10 is either 3-1 or one team, 1836, is 2-2. But it's about those extra ranking points at this point.
Exactly. If you haven't seen this game before, it's not about how many matches you win. It's about how many ranking points you get. And that includes not only winning, but also crossing the line and getting that switch in autonomous mode, and also getting at least 2 robots up plus the levitate in the end game.
Yes,
So
and it's not a solo game. Your whole alliance has to cross the line in autonomous, and you have to own your switch, and you have to get at least 2 robots in the air at the end with your levitate.
Exactly. At the top of the list, we see 5012, the Griffin Gears, with their robot, their new robot they created this off season. Right behind them is Taters 2122, also with the robot they created in this off season. Then we got the Meme Team coming up next, and one of the host teams, Friarbots, to round out the top 4. We'll see how this shakes out. We're about halfway through with matches for most of these teams. Let's take a look at our next one.